Let's go ahead and hit on the cameras. As talked about before, you can see we have triple camera setups on both, kind of. The OnePlus 7 Pro has that wide telephoto and ultra-wide sensor, while the OnePlus 9 has that wide, ultra-wide, and a color filter camera. Now, I definitely wouldn't be the first one to say this, but I think the OnePlus 7 Pro's camera overall is actually pretty decent. I don't want to say it's the best, but 4K 60 on the back pop-up camera is 1080p, 16 megapixels. It's been pretty much the same on every single OnePlus device. But I would say if you're using this phone, you're not really going to be someone who's going to complain about the camera too much, but you're also going to be somebody who's probably not going to brag about their camera lens. I think that's the best way to put it. The UI of this camera, I think, is better than the OnePlus 9's. I don't understand what OnePlus is thinking. It's like the same software, but that one, the new one, is so much worse than this one. But this camera quality, you have that telephoto lens too, so you can zoom in a bunch. You can see that little hair that I had there. And I'll probably tell you, if you had to use this phone, it would be good. I don't think you'd be complaining about too much, but I think you're probably going to be getting a much better experience from something like a OnePlus 9. But the best experience is from Samsung phones, as I mentioned before. With something like the OnePlus 9, you're going to be getting 8K capability on the back, still maintaining 4K at 60. On top of that, that ultra-wide sensor I think is much better on the OnePlus 9 as well, so I think that's another pretty big advantage. As I mentioned before, you're still only getting 1080p on the front, and I've said this for quite a bit of time, but I just like having 4K at 60 on the front. Neither one of these phones have it, and I think that's even sadder for something like the OnePlus 9 more than the 7 Pro. This phone should have had that capability, it didn't, and there's nothing we can do about it. But I think the OnePlus 9's camera is better for sure, but the 7 Pro isn't too far off. So hopefully